appreciate God for the gift of life. This is the number one miracle that we should always acknowledge God for. It is not easy, no matter the circumstances, no matter what we are going through. I know this period everywhere is kind of, it only takes the grace of God for people to survive now. But we shouldn't use that because of that to not say we will not give up on God, give up on our faith, give up on what we are supposed to know. This is the right time we should call upon God, hold God close, and when it gets darker, that is when they said when it's darker, when the night is darker, that's when it's approaching day. So whatever the situation is right now, I believe this is we are approaching our blessed period. So we shouldn't give up. We shouldn't give up. I know God will show up at his appointed time. He's a God, he's not a man, so he cannot lie. He cannot lie at all. He's a perfecter. He does things, he makes things beautiful in his time. It's not that he's not seeing what we are going through. It's not that he's in the known. So we should not just give up. God is still God, and he's going to make everything well for us. Thank you once more for joining. This is the platform. This platform is Elevator with Tonya and Juliet. And let me quickly just introduce what we do. Like the name, for those joining for the first time, like the name implies, by the special grace of God, we elevate people in different ways. It could be through admonishment, through talking like this. It could be through, we admonish, we elevate, by touching lives in diverse ways. We do it meeting up to some person's needs a little way we can. It's just the help of God. We cannot do it on our own. It's just the help of God. Setting up a petty business for some persons, visiting orphanages, visiting old people's home. We don't just visit, we go there with items. Sometimes we go there to do chores for them, just to assist them. This is what we do. Sometimes we go to the hospital to visit those who are sick, then look for a way to assist them in the little way we can. This is what we are called to do. So this is what this platform is all about. During the week, I saw some videos about some parents who have abandoned their responsibility because they are some of them because their children asked them to do so. That is my topic for today. Many parents, misplaced of parental responsibility. They have really abandoned what they are supposed to do. They now leave their children. They want their children to foot everything for them. I am not saying it's a wrong thing for parents. Many children, they don't want their parents to suffer. No child except that child is a demon. There is no right, a child with the right sense of mind. There is no child who knows what he or she wants would want his parent to suffer, except that child, like I earlier said, is a demon. There is no child that would want his or her parents to suffer. We don't want our parents to suffer. But what we are seeing right now, many children, they have removed their parents, or in the name of I don't want my parents to suffer. They have removed them from what they normally do as parents. When we were growing up, what is the life that we are, the era we are now in, it has drastically changed. It has really changed. What is happening now, it takes the grace of God for us to be able to comprehend what is happening now. When we were growing up, even while we were still adolescents, while we were 18, while we were in our 16, 17, 18, 19, our parents were still caring for us. Our parents, they were still working, they were still doing businesses. Most of us were in school. Some persons were learning trades. And those trades they were learning, it was their parents that paid for them. You see what is these things that are happening now, whereby young girls, they are on the streets doing all sort of rubbish. Young guys are on the streets doing all sort of rubbish. Those days, these things were not in existence. You hardly see girls. Any girl who gets pregnant out of wedlock, you see the shame, The way people will disgrace them, even your friends, the disgrace you get from your friends, the disgrace you get from your neighbors, the disgrace you get from people, let alone your home. Sometimes when a girl gets pregnant, those days in the 80s, when a girl gets in the 80s, 90s, when a girl gets pregnant, they can never, the fear of them to come home, they can never go to their houses. They will be so scared of what their parents will do to them. But these days, the sample pregnancy like is normal. I don't care. Pregnancy is if you come, it come. If you no come, you no come. That's the way they take pregnancies now. You hardly see girls misbehaving in our time when we are growing up. We are still growing up, but when we are in this our teen age, when we are in when we are youths, as in younger youths, these things you hardly see such things. You see a girl boasting, you know, come out publicly to be hugging a guy, come out publicly to be kissing. It doesn't occur. You can't try that. Your fellow mates will first of all woe you, let alone your parents. But now everything has changed. Devil has dominated this world. This world has become something else. Parents used to go to farm those days. They will farm, they will bring proceeds, they will bring the crops home. Those days they hardly cook, they don't repeat food. Parents, especially those in the village, they cook fresh food every day. They don't eat and it will not remain to the following day. No, they cook fresh food every day. Parents, and you see them, they hardly fall ill. They hardly. You see them looking fresh, looking strong. You could see an old woman pounding. An old woman. I remember then when my grandmother was still alive. What she does when she's coming to meet us in town, in the city, she was living in the village. When she was coming to this, anytime she's coming to the city, she will cook what she brings. You know, now is bread but what she brings then, food was what she brings to the house. So anytime she's coming to it, all the way from the village, you see her carrying 2 baskets, and one of the baskets will be filled with her clothes. Then the other one is food. She will prepare a goosey soup. She will prepare ogbono soup. She will pan dakbu. She will pan the jam in one basket. Those baskets that they used to knit, those rubber knitting baskets that they used to see those days. She will carry 2. One is for her clothes, one is for the food. That's what they do. They'll bring food from the village. And anytime they hear that she's coming, maybe then the other bags, those gari bags, those cassava rice bags, they used to put cassava, the one they've not peeled, gari, bring good, fresh fruits. Anytime she's coming, like, we'll be so happy because that period we will eat well. Imagine my grandmother, not even my mother, because our grandmom they were in the village. So whenever they are coming to the city, this is what they do. They'll bring it and we'll all eat before she leaves. Anytime the food is getting anytime the food wants to finish, that's when she leaves. Because she thinks that she doesn't want to stress us, she doesn't want to stress my parents, that the food is finished, so it's not time for her to leave. So until the next time she's coming again, she'll bring food. This is what happened. This was what was happening then. And it was common in different homes, not even in my home alone. In a lot of homes, this is what grandparents does those times. But now, we hardly see these things now. How can a parent, because this is what some parents do now, they will expect their teen children who are adolescents, who are supposed to be in school, some even are there in school, to be giving them feeding money, to be bringing money for them. Parents do not work again these days. They don't do anything. They have left their responsibility. They just feel they want to relax. I don't want to suffer. I don't want to do this. I want to enjoy myself. They don't go to the farm any longer. That is why things are expensive in the market. Nobody is farming again. They feel it's suffering. And they forget that these things they are doing is kind of good for their health. When you go to the farm regularly, you are exercising your body. You are exercising yourself. But when you are staying at home, feeling like you are enjoying, you don't do anything. Every morning, every night, either you are sleeping or you are watching TV, or in the name of enjoyment. That is not enjoyment. It's not 100% enjoyment. Because stylishly, it will be affecting your health. When you are not moving around, as a parent, you are not moving around. You are always in one place, or in the name of enjoyment, or in the name I don't want my parents to work. Especially those people abroad. They don't want their parents to work anymore. They'll live there, they'll build a house, a comfortable house. I am not disputing that though. I am not saying it's wrong. But in a way, it is not good. Parents are supposed to still be working. Some parents, they are 70, they are still caring for their children. They are still caring for their children. My boss, he saw all his children, he saw all of them to school to PhD level. He's in his 70s now. To PhD level. He don't know this. He knows that this is my responsibility. My child, I've not trained my child. Those days, there used to be this adage, they say when you train your pikin will train you. Now you have not trained your child, then you want your child to come and train you. For those lazy parents who sit in the house, they don't do anything. These days, you hardly see where they fry akara. These days, if you want to buy akara, you will be looking for, those days when we are growing up, before you pass 3 junctions, the next one you will see somebody frying akara. Almost every junction they are frying akara there. It was even a competition, like a competition then. If you don't buy from here, you buy from here. But now, you will drive all the way from your side where you are to town. You will not see akara to buy. Because they think what they are doing, they are suffering. Everybody, and some people, some parents use that frying of akara to train their children. They used that akara frying to train their children. I used to know one woman in one area in Benin area, this and Downsing. She had 6 girls frying akara. She was using 6 girls to fry akara. She had 2 big frying pan they use in cooking party food. That's what she uses. 2. She will say 2 fire. If you taste that woman akara, if you taste her akara, you will know that you ate something. But now you will look for them, you will not see them again. Because most children, they have asked their parents, I don't want you to work. They forget the health, what it will cost to their health. I am not saying you should not make your parents enjoy. It's good. It is very good. But they can be enjoying and at the same time doing something. When they are not doing anything, they are in the house, eating, sleeping, watching television. It is not good for their health. This is not the time. You see parents now, some of them, their children are not even abroad. Some of them, their children are hustling for them, for their parents. They didn't do anything for these children, but they want their children to do something for them. I remember the cab I entered 2 weeks ago. We were just gisting, me and the guy. I said, he was telling me, he said, I was like, it's not Nigeria. The way Nigeria is now, we're just discussing, not normal. We're just discussing. And he now said, you see me, this is what I do. I said, I don't want to steal. This is what I do. Imagine my father telling me that he cannot train me, that I should go and train myself. That was what the guy was telling me. A young guy. Saying that the father said he cannot train him. Somebody you have not even trained and you're expecting him to come and train you. And maybe his father now took ill. Because nobody has monopoly of life. Anything can happen. Sickness, if not, it's just the grace of God that is keeping us, that is taking away sickness from us. Because most things that we eat, most things that we do, some persons, it's an open door for sickness. But God is just sustaining us. Peradventure, anything may just happen to that man. Who will take care of him? Who will foot the bees? You said the boy should go, that you don't want to train him, he should go and train himself. And you are still alive. And when you now get old, who is going to take care of you? So those people that are asking their parents to stop working, I am not saying it is bad though. I am not saying it is bad. But in a way, it is bad. My boss is 75. He still comes to the office. He still works. The children will call him. He can still boastfully send good money to them. This is what parents should do. Do not abandon your responsibility because I don't born you. Go and take. I don't born you. I don't do my part as a parent. Then you should go and do which part? Do which part? God gave you these children for you to take care of them to an extent. But some don't even try at all. They don't even take care of their children. They are on their own. They don't born you. They don't born you. You are grown up. You should be able to take care of yourself and them. You see where some parents will be calling their children for money, listing, especially those children who do not do anything, those young adults who are still struggling, who are still striving. You see some parents disturbing them. Yeah, you'll do this one for me, oh, you'll do that one for me. If the girl refuses or the boy, you see insults. Go and look at your mates. Go and do this, go and do that. This is what the evil that is happening now in our society, whereby parents do not want to do anything. Some of them is not their making, some of them is their children that will tell them, don't work. I don't want you to work. You have suffered too much. It is good to care for your parents, but at least allow them to do small things. They should not just stop automatically. It could affect them. Maybe you think you want to save them from stress and you want to make them enjoy. You might be causing problem to their health. You might be doing that. Going to the farm, it is not suffering in a way. It is not. It is a way to fix them, to make them agile. It's a way to make them physically fit in a way. Because when you overdo it, that's when it becomes stress. Those days, it's early morning. They wake up as early. When the sun has not set, everywhere is still cool. They will go to the market. They will go to the farm. The one that want to plant will plant. The one that want to harvest, then they will come back before the sun sets. Then they will now go and prepare, cook with those things they harvested. That is why the rate of sickness is so alarming. They don't eat fresh food any longer. They now eat packed food, Indomie. How can? Indomie is not too palatable for children. But now, some parents, this is what they eat. Or in the name of, I don't want my parents to suffer. Or in the name that I want my parents to enjoy. You'll be giving them some kind of food that is not good for their health. They'll be eating what they are not supposed to eat. Eating stored food for those what their systems are not used to. And you see them rushing in and out of the hospital. Rushing in and out like this is normal. They'll now transfer it to age. It may not be age. There are some persons 90, 100. They are still very agile. I know of a woman at 100. A woman, I saw her on the when they were interviewing, and she doesn't use glasses at 100. She still reads well. She still speaks well. She still moves well. Most times, it may be nature, but sometimes what they do, what they eat, can also cause it. So don't just allow saying, I don't want my parents. This one is for those who do not want their parents to work. I am not saying, don't get me twisted. I'm not saying it's bad. I am not saying it's bad, but at least to save yourself some problems, allow them to do what they are used to. At least they should, at least in a moderate way, not the one that will be doing it. It could be once, twice in a week, or thrice in a week. Allow them to exploit what they used to do. Don't just take it away from them, because you might not be helping that person. And for those parents who just on their own want to stress their children, they feel, I've suffered, I've given birth to you, I took care of it to an extent, so you take up from there. And you now, not only for them to take up from themselves, you also include yourself to their problems, calling them to bring money, calling them to do this, giving them stress. Hey, you must buy this for me, you must buy that for me. Some parents are still the one buying some things for them, even if it for themselves, even if it's not 100% right. But some parents, they don't disturb their children. They'll still do it on their own. They'll still buy food. Sometimes during festive period, it's not like a competition. Some children will bring for their parents will also give to them. They will not be doing exchange on barter. You will give me, I give you. This is how it's supposed to be. This is how it's supposed to be. When you go and visit your parents, when you are going there, you are going with goods. We're going there to give them things. And when you are going back to your house, they are supposed to as well give you some things. That was how it was in the olden days now. When we are traveling to the village, you will see us buying different things because we want to go and give to our parents. And when we are coming back to the city, they will give us cassava. They will give us gari. Oh yeah, beautiful things. So most times we hardly go to the market because we have brought things that our grandparents gave to us from the village. We will eat those ones to some extent before it will not finish, before we now start spending money to buy what we want to buy. But now, those things, we don't longer see them. Have you even heard of people saying, I'm going to the village these days? Apart from Christmas time. See people rushing to the village, and if they are coming, they will come back empty-handed. They will not be the one to take money and start spending money over there. Most times, they don't come with anything. They don't come with anything. No parent is doing it. Nobody is farming again. All the land for farm, they have sold every land because of they want money. They have sold all the farmland for people to use to build their houses. These things are not right. Let's go back to our roots. Let's go back to roots where we are coming from. People are complaining, Tinubu have done this, Nigeria is this, Nigeria is that. Sometimes we should also look at ourselves, what we do, if we are doing the right thing. If we are doing that. I know they said herdsmen have taken over farm, but people don't farm any longer. People don't go to the farm any longer. They want to be in the city. They want to enjoy. They want to drink juice. Some parents the way they're supposed to watch what they eat. It is now they want their children to buy them juice. They want their children to buy this good, but these things have to be moderated. It's not every time you eat all these things. As parents, see, go to the market, you cannot buy anything because something that we're supposed to. Please, can you help me get that phone? Let me see who is calling. Please, something that we're supposed to see, things that are supposed to be surplus in the market. Help me get it. Let me see who is calling, please. Things that are surplus in the market. They used to be surplus in the market, but these days we don't see them any longer in the market. We don't see all these things. They will tell you, we went to Sokoto, something that they used to buy in Edo State. Melo, you see, sometimes they say Melo, Edo State can produce Melo, Edo State can produce Obolo, Edo State can, but now sometimes they say we traveled all the way to North to buy these things. We went to North because in these some states they no longer farm. They just feel that some children they don't want their parents to suffer. Why some parents don't feel I don't want to suffer. I want to enjoy. And your parental responsibility, you have just left it. You have left it. You want your children to take care of you. Your eyes is outside. You want your child to do what they are not supposed to do, to be faster than their shadows. Whereas your parents took time to take care of you until you got married. So your marital stage, you got married. But now, little children, you want them, you'll be forcing them, imposing things on children. Bring this for me, bring this for you. Some children are running away from their parents. Why some children no longer respect their parents? Because of this kind of lifestyle. Please, let us desist. These things are not good. Nigeria is this. Nigeria, we are suffering. This one is happening. People don't go to the farm any longer. They don't go to the farm. Let us go back to our roots. Let us retrace our steps and see if things will not go, at least become better for it. There will not be everything God. God will not come down. God will not come down to do some things for us. It is our duty. We are already mandated to go to the world and do this. It is now our duty to do what is right, what we use now to help ourselves. I saw the arguments on the internet and people were just arguing that let me just chip in some things. Please, if you are among those who do not want my parents to do this, especially if they are healthy, except for those who have health issues, that one is a different board game. But if your parents are healthy, they used to live in some people they don't come out of their parents from village. They forget a village life, a very beautiful life, very beautiful. See the serene environment, cool environment, trees everywhere. You know the health benefit of trees around you. Trees where they're under the shade where they'll stay there, they receive this fresh air. You carry the couple for AC. I am not saying it's bad though. If you can afford it 100% good, but most times it may not be good for their health. If you can do it, fine. I'm not contending with it. But so for those who their hand never reach, they want to be faster than their shadows. This is not the time for doing that. Let's all go back to our roots, retrace our steps, and let's see how the country will take shape. Not everything will be gome. We too, we should check ourselves. So this is what I just came to chip in into the topic of the week. You know, festive period is fast approaching. It is fast approaching. This is our tradition that by the grace of God, we'll reach out to widows, we'll reach out to the less privileges, the best or little way that we can. Wherever you are, you don't wait. Forget saying now waiting is the way they hard. Now you're supposed to help pass. So don't remove that phrase. Things are hard. Nigeria is difficult. Even in this difficult situation, many persons are still building houses. Even in this difficult situation, people are still doing. See, my friend told me today, 2 big more that used to be 4.2, 4.5, 4.8, 5.6. It is now 12,000. I say, I say, please get me this. Let me see who is calling, please. So, I just want to know who the person is. So, I'm sorry for that. Why is Ndamagi calling me this? I hope all is well. So, I'm sorry for that. I'm very sorry for that. So this is festive period. Let us try our possible best to reach out to anybody we can. Those we are better than. Anybody you know you have. Don't think it's only you, it's only you, it's only you. Change that mindset, please. Change the mindset that it is only me, it is only me, it is only me. Well, what is not wrong? I'm sorry for that, please. Change the mindset that it's only me, it's only me. And please, in any little way you can support our giving. There are some persons, they want to give, but they don't know how to do it. We are there to do it. We are there to do it. Please, in any little way you can attend, you can support us. You are, please, we gladly accept. We cannot do it on our own. There are a whole lot of persons who wants food. There are a whole lot of them. When you call now for people to come and eat, to come and collect stuff, you see them. Half of this Nigeria wants food. So there are people who just, waste things, waste money. This is not the time. This is not the time at all. We will really need you to assist so that we could reach out to a whole lot of persons that we could reach out to. Please, it's our tradition by the special grace of God that every December we do other things during the month, during other month, but December is the time we reach out to the less privileged widows and those who cannot. A little way, just little thing, just to show, put happiness on their faces. This is the time frame to do it. Please, anyhow you can assist. We will gladly go to that message. We'll gladly do it. Please, anyway, please, reach out to us. We will go the message for you. We will go that message. Thank you everyone for joining me this evening. Thank you so much. I just said let me do a video, quick one, before I go to bed. And I wish us a blessed week. This week, as we have entered this week looking a radiant week, that is how our week is going to be radiant. All through this week is going to be radiant. All through this week is going to be blessed. May God continue to protect and keep us. May He continue to keep us from evil. Protect us from evil. Protect us from everything that is not of God. May He order our steps. May our leg not take us to the wrong place at the wrong time. May we always be at the right place at the right time. May He bless us. May His face shine upon us and be gracious unto us. Whatever we do this weekend, whatever we place our hands, may it prosper in the mighty name of Jesus. We will not shed tears of sorrow. We will not see anything that will make us run helter-skelter for evil. And we will not spend our money for negativity. Our money will not be used for negative cause. Only positive things will be our portion this week. And also good news we're going to hear all the days of our lives in the mighty name of Jesus. Let this week be a blessed one for us. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ, I pray. Amen. Thank you everyone for joining me. Please, if you come across this video, just help me hit the share button. Help me share the button. Help me hit the share button and help us share this video. Thank you so much. I appreciate every one of you for following us and joining this video whenever we come on live. Thank you. Do have a beautiful night's rest and a pleasant, glorious, productive week ahead. Amen. Thank you and bye.